in there for just a moment, but either way, you guys heard it. That would be that'd be grand. If not, it's some great points that unfortunately I'm not going to replicate because we're into the action. It's finding a kill. They lose out on Hyeoni. So 1-for-1 at the start here of Haven. We dive into the action. Kind of did stand out. JohnOlsen is doing JohnOlsen things. He pushes up, he just finds it just for free. That's the majority of the firepower now on the side of NUTURN. His solo will be taken down as well. Allow tries to creep up, makes his way into the site out of sewer, but is instantly caught on the flank. Peri now does have the spike in hands, making his way over towards B, but any hope of him being able to clutch this out, it's pretty much non-existent.
My back? I think I'm back here.
We got you. We
got you. Issue on my end here, but now we're going back into this and Peri in a 1v4. Doesn't look like a great situation for him or anyone if they were in this position at all. He's got a couple of stars to play with, but he's tagged up through the smoke. 48
30 seconds left.
He does have the spike in his hands, and he can get it planted down. That's going to be at least some money in his pocket for the next one. They could consider, of course, buy off the top of it. And they're just going to let him go ahead and plant this one. Reaper comes in full swing, and it could be JohnOlsen with a triple. Like Ascent or Bind. But if they can land those shots and prove me wrong, I'm all for it. And they do just that.
Okay, I mean, I might have sounded inquisitive looking at him. Just after all this time, NUTURN haven't really changed too much. Still running the breach for Suggest or a solo. Still going for the heavy investments in the second round. And they find that first kill. Very well could move in and get a weapon recovered as well.
Don't imagine that they'll... Oh, look at how far that they've gotten to the back, though. And
oh, yeah.
Solo all the way here towards spawn. He actually almost gets SuperBusS, though, but SuperBusS was aware of it in time. Now they're going to be pressuring him from the side, and that's a lot of bodies to be committed here, but SuperBusS can't get a single one.
Yeah, he only gets a little bit of damage in onto Allow, and this is looking like a fantastic reply from the side of NUTURN. Doing as best they can. A bit of an awkward situation as Hyeoni didn't quite get to exit with the rest of the team. Let's go down, looking like a bit of a bait attempt with that tailwind, but everybody's already pulled well out of sight. You got two all the way down at the bottom of one in the cubby. You have that Marshall for JohnOlsen, so as far as range firepower is concerned, they're fairly well set. Just need to try to play this out well. PTC going to be taken out. He's back over onto the spike, holding it within the smoke. Once he's getting to half, he's tagged up just a little bit. He gets the collapse to close it out. That is JohnOlsen right there.
Running them over in the map. Full sense they want to avoid at this time on their map choice.
JohnOlsen getting a little feisty, moves out. He's looking to try to spray down Solo through the box, and he will manage to do so. Aftershock as well is going to be committed there, so a bit of a loss of util, but not going to be too concerning. They'll be very much happy enough to just go ahead and have that kill. Get rid of that killjoy.
Right there.
One thing that's really, really good about Full Sense here is that they know that controlled aggression so well. The timing, the peek, the dash out, and it's the easiest escape of his life. I'm surprised nobody from NUTURN was there to punish that and maybe at least try, but it was a really clean kill and then escape for the side of Full Sense. Now they're going to be trying to work that A side here on NUTURN's side. Everybody else is here, only one person standing in their way, and that's the Sentinel ChAlalala.
Let's go ahead, pop the Nano Swarm. Tries to go for the peek, will manage to find Hyeoni, makes it back behind the box before the punish can come in, but that being said, Peri will just charge up. Swing into the site, joins in with the rest of the team. Now they can find the plant. Peri going for it now, really long rotation, getting ready to come through for PTC. He's checking out the spawn, he's really worried about maybe some deep lurk. Everybody has already been located here on A.
Yeah. Checking around these corners because there's no Killjoy, there's no Sentinel that will deny an anti-flank right now, so they just got to go straight at it, and LAMMYSNAX is good for the opening shot. JohnOlsen will follow it up as well, and they're going to collapse onto Hell. Suggest has nothing left to say in this one. He's just swung out by 3 members of Full Sense.
Doesn't manage to find any hits, though. Advancing forward now into the B side. Alarm bot will go off. They pull right back into mid. Get out slowly here is NUTURN. Need to make their minds up, though, for a final execution. There's only 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
There we go.
That's going to be it. That's the Cosmic Divide to let them that plant. It probably will plant on it, but the response is the Rolling Thunder, and they just get knocked out of the site completely. The spike hasn't even gone down, and it's all... They're just backing off for free. So a lot of ultimates used for actually no effect. They're just gonna go to C and just plant the spike there instead. So this round has just become topsy-turvy. And in the back lines, that's Solo getting that kill onto JohnOlsen, and Peri finds ChAlalala. At the same time, Suggest also gets that kill onto SuperBusS. The rotation working out completely for NUTURN.
Yeah, I mean, they had enough time to just go ahead, press right through the garage. Hyeoni will go down.
One enemy remaining.
The earlier round, but Solo finds Lammy. Seems like this push in. The retreat after the Rolling Thunder, absolutely working a treat here for the side of NUTURN.
It will have to fall on the hands of Full Sense to maybe get the opening pick, try to bring a little bit of an equilibrium here, because they've already given up the garage, and that's the lockdown going down.
I mean, the back left side of the C site is open. Lammy thinking about moving forward to try and get rid of that lockdown. He's going to push in, manages to destroy it the very last second. Now just have that 1-for-1. Spike gets planted eventually. It's going to be the retreat all the way back through C-Long. Yet again, two members going to be waiting for them, though. JohnOlsen and PTC are here. Two top fraggers from the last map. They'll lose one. John will persevere. Finds the kill on the Peri, but low HP. Has to sprint over to Lammy to get topped up.
Yeah, they will have the HP to make this fight, but not really a lot of utility to block off C-Long. They do have that Rolling Thunder. JohnOlsen does get the kill on to Suggest, though, and LAMMYSNAX will find Hyeoni. Now it's brought down to a 1v3, all in the hands of Allow here. He's coming up from garage, clothesline by ChAlalala as he emerges out of it.
Yep, read it perfectly.
Really favors Full Sense when they can dish out that aggression whenever they'd like here. They're trying it again here towards that A, and LAMMYSNAX trying to get that flank, and nobody's checked him. So, I mean, he might actually get around the players. No, Hyeoni denies him.
Good check there, making sure that they're covering. They managed to find that single pick, and this is the NUTURN way. It's similar to Vision Strikers. Just because you get that pick somewhere, you don't necessarily charge in onto the site. Two, yeah, perhaps, but otherwise, play it slow, seek more information, make sure that you're constantly spreading Full Sense thinner and thinner, because they have to try to make sure that they're playing together, make sure that they're covering each and every angle. B, however, will make their way through. Spike will get planted, gravity well. It does get the little weakness here, the vulnerability out onto Allow, but will expire.
JohnOlsen creeping up, though. He does land a nice kill onto Hyeoni, but there's still a lot of players here in mid, three of them, in fact, with one Peri. He's looking towards that C angle, and that's the flank denied. Now it's all up to the players in B site itself to get this spike planted down, and so much utility for NUTURN to just deny here.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. SuperBusS having a bit of a hard time. Daze comes out, they're sticking onto this, though. NUTURN needs to do something about it, and they are just absolutely not. They will come in, the defuse will go off, and Full Sense will manage to walk away with this win. Solo comes sprinting onto the site with his knife out.
Allows JohnOlsen that kill towards that flank and forces NUTURN, all of them, to play very well back here and constantly check their behind.
Well, let's see how they fare this time around. Solo just going to be getting rid of the Trailblazer. At the very start, we saw the little escort come in from Peri. You're keeping a keen eye on the mini-map. Escorted Allow over as he tried to get that Blade Storm up. Now as ready. Gonna be that push in. They have the stun out onto the enemy killjoy, and Allow comes around the corner, manages to find SuperBusS. 2 kills for him. Looks for a little bit more, but Lammy says nope. Played that one out patiently, played it out. Tries to get the shots onto Peri. Takes him down to about half HP, but cannot get the execution. Now it's just on JohnOlsen. Covers the turret, tries to make his way into the garage, but is he going to be prepared for this flank? He is not. Solo lurking in the garage will finish him off, and NUTURN will find their second win. Seems like he's starting now. Plant coming out, Aftershock to force his position. And that's the wall coming up. He pulls the trigger on that. SuperBusS has already made his way through, but Allow just goes ahead, holds W, makes his way in. Throws down a couple Cloudbursts as they look to exit, jumps up over the top. The Rolling Thunder again going to be crashing through. Is this deja vu is the question? No, this time PTC manages to make his way outside, gets that kill, but is traded by Solo. Spike in hand, 4 members left versus Full Sense. 30 seconds to spare. NUTURN somewhat take their pick of the litter as far as the sites are concerned. The lockdown is even going to be committed to the fight. Want to drive them out, but they don't check left. Now they push out, the sprays come in, and suddenly Peri is left all on his lonesome. Lockdown's destroyed, the other one rolling. And
10
with 10
seconds
seconds left, NUTURN. They will not be winning this round.
Not unless a lineup comes out in the next 2 seconds, and definitely not going to be the case here. But, man, Achilios, I am at almost line up. Just for a second, I thought they would line up, but they...
Maybe they could find the kill, but Trailblazer going to be sent out over towards long. Shot goes out, now they know. They trade off the back end of that shot before he can have the reload there with the lever action, but
I've got your
managed to make it happen. Bolt action, sorry.
Well, he's trying to get a pick here towards A, but the flash just forces him back. So much utility. That's the beauty of the double initiator. Even the Seekers to flush him out. The site is completely theirs.
I mean, he's just constantly backpedaling. Everything is chasing him. The fault line's behind him as well. They fully force his position.
Planted.
After shot going to be used, the spike gets planted. They can relocate. Only a little bit of damage taken by Peri so far on the side of NUTURN. Full sense. How did they break this open is the question. They go ahead and swap weapons. They want JohnOlsen to be able to get up close and personal. So PTC will hang back, hands the Phantom over. Cosmic Divide now comes out. Trailblazer finds the Lau, it gets the stun. He turns away from the flash. JohnOlsen pushes forward, manages to find two. Peri only able to get SuperBusS to see with that off shot. They'll get rid of Hyeoni, but Peri is there. Manages to find 3 in the round before falling to Lammy. Now in a 1v2 scenario, Solo, can he make it happen? They're sticking onto the fuse. He does not know. He's trying to wait out the wall. He manages to get Lammy. And they will barely manage to get it. 0.04
on this attacking side.
Pushing down, Allow not ready for it.
I think he made a little noise there.
Find that pick. Yeah, I mean, either way, he was just ready for that lurk. Says, I know what Allow likes to do. Contested. Solo. He doesn't pull the trigger. Oh, he does, but he doesn't get the kill. I didn't even hear his shots go off. It was drowned out by the op. JohnOlsen, 1 HP in a dream. Hanging in there. Lammy nearby. Can come rescue and heal him up. That is catastrophic.
Oh, they check SuperBusS as well, just around this corner. And that very dangerous cross from JohnOlsen, unpunished. He just gets bailed out there. He will be healed up by LAMMYSNAX, and he will have a line onto Hyeoni. He gets that kill, looking for another one. Oh, here from JohnOlsen. Pulls out the blades, but can't land the target.
All right, now it's all on suggest. That flash not going to get the blind out. Rolling Thunder now going to be committed. That'll push Lammy off the boxes. He's back on top of them. Aftershock into the back of sight. The stun has expired, and he can't even get the shots in onto PTC.
Well, 5v5 retake, that's what happening here. They're just waiting for the right time to throw out that utility. All of the flashes, everything that they have, they're just going to time it to perfection. But will they expect this late lurk here? Look at this. There's 2 players creeping up from the B side, and they just might catch him. If they stall too long on this retake, they might not catch anyone, though.
I'll be down on the... Actually, else in the nano swarm. I'll let the minute go around the pack. Very pack. Gonna go down. PTC and Lammy.
Defensive side.
NUTURN going for a very aggressive push. A bit of damage in onto Lammy. The tailwind forward, but the crossfire setup is absolutely great. Just will find one before getting eliminated. PTC just charges in the sewer, finishing off Solo. Peri left alive behind the box. Trying to play quietly, but there's JohnOlsen with his Marshall in hand. Looking to be maybe a bridge too far for them on Haven. Seems like maybe the ghosts of Reykjavik's past might have come back to haunt them yet again. Hawk comes in, PTC, he gets the turn away. Only the half blind connects, and Allow goes down. Fantastic shooting from him. I suggest just trying to outduel JohnOlsen with his Vandal at range. Honestly, it comes down to that Marshall. I think I might be betting on red.
Yeah, I agree here. Hyeoni gets a 1, but only 1. PTC with the refrag. Suggest is right there as well, and round the corner, LAMMYSNAX gets him. He gets a double with the Spectre. Doesn't matter if there's Vandals or Phantoms on the other side. He's managed to make this round his, and it's now all into the hands of Solo, who gets 1v2. Suddenly, it's very much possible.
Yeah, he had to go for that shot. I think he would have loved to have delayed a little bit longer if he could have, but knows that They could have had a turnaround there at any given moment, so just takes the shot while he can. Clears out that cubby, takes a couple shots through the box. Doesn't manage to find anything, but now spots out Lammy. To make his way forward. Oh, it's going to be the stun, it's going to be the blind, and it's going to be a third kill for PTC, and match point for Full Sense. He can't clear the angle there to get JohnOlsen, but yeah, Solo does manage to find one. Takes the Rolling Thunder, the only ultimate. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if he had it online. Could have been the death that gave it to him. Either way, can't use it. JohnOlsen tries to retreat, manages to do so. It's a bit of damage.
Got
Take
one.
down Hyeoni. Solo pressing forward, pressing the issue. Gets a bit of revenge there for his fallen comrade. Keeping them in the fight, at least for now, suggests in the middle of that pivot back on the peak, we'll just go ahead and pull all the way out, make sure that he is not going to get his head taken off. Start set up. Spike's being brought into B.
They will get the spike down, and that's going to be a little bit of time for them. But LAMMYSNAX is the one to get the kill here. 3v3 right now, and could we be going into game number 3? Allow will be taken down shortly by LAMMYSNAX, and suddenly the lockdown available here for Solo, though. He's going to deploy it, but he's out in the open. Doesn't matter, he gets the kill anyway.
Oh, wow. Lammy, he couldn't tell which thing he wanted to shoot at. Did he want to go for Solo? Did he want to go for the lockdown? Unfortunately, he splits his aim, only puts a bit of damage in onto the enemy Killjoy and ends up falling. Solo and Super fairly similar HP now. Tries to go for the pull.
One enemy remaining.
By getting lower and lower. They press in. Solo dead.
Attackers
Suggests
win.
finished off. SuperBusS gets the last kill.